The wind whispered through the unfamiliar leaves, a constant reminder that I was a world away from home. Every rustle, every shadow seemed to mock my confusion. Where had that demon dragon sent me? Was there even a path back to my own time, to my own land? My axe felt heavy in my hand, a familiar weight in a sea of unknowns. I kept moving, putting one foot in front of the other. It was all I could do. The forest was dense, ancient trees looming over me like silent giants. I was just an adventurer, lost and alone, trying to piece together a map that didn't exist. My thoughts were a whirlwind of what-ifs and hows, but the need to survive, to understand this new place, pushed me forward. Suddenly, a crash echoed through the trees, splintering the quiet. It wasn't the sound of a falling branch, it was the sound of a fight. My instincts took over. I moved cautiously, my hand gripping the handle of my axe, following the clamor of splintering wood and angry shouts. Peering through a thicket of ferns, I saw it. A creature that looked like an ancient, gnarled tree had come to life. Its branches, thick as my torso, whipped through the air, and it hurled massive rocks with terrifying force. Its target was a man, muscular and swift, dodging the onslaught. He looked mostly human, but his ears tapered to a delicate point. He was holding his own, his sword a blur of silver, but as his eyes met mine for a split second, he faltered. His footing slipped on the mossy ground. The tree creature saw its chance. It raised a massive wooden fist, ready to pulverize him. There was no time to think. I channeled the fire within, the magic flowing from my core and into my axe head until it blazed with an orange glow. With a grunt, I hurled it. The axe spun through the air, a comet of flame, and slammed into the creature's chest. It roared in pain and surprise, the magical fire eating away at its woody flesh. That was the opening the stranger needed. He sprang to his feet, his own blade flashing. With two powerful, precise swings, he severed both of the creature's arms. The monster shrieked, a sound like tearing bark, and stumbled back, retreating into the deeper woods, defeated and maimed. The stranger watched it go, before sheathing his sword with a practiced flick of his wrist. He walked over to me, retrieving my axe from where it had fallen, and handed it back. His expression a mixture of pride and curiosity. "I didn't really need your help," he said, his voice smooth, but with an edge of arrogance. "But thanks anyway. The name's Veldrin. In case you're wondering," he added, gesturing to his ears, "I'm a half-elf. What brings a human like you this deep into the woods?" I took my axe, the metal still warm. "I'm Rorik," I replied, "an adventurer, trying to find my way back to my land." There was something about him, a confidence that was disarming. So I told him everything. The demon dragon, the rift in time, the feeling of being utterly lost. Veldrin listened intently, his initial cockiness softening into genuine interest. "An adventure, you say? That's quite a tale." He clapped a hand on my shoulder. "You can't wander around here alone. You need someone who knows this land. We're in Witherroot Forest, and these woods hide more than just angry trees. One wrong turn, and you could end up in orc territory. Trust me, that's not a place you want to be." He grinned, a flash of camaraderie in his eyes. "Let me go with you. 2 blades are better than 1, and I'm getting bored fighting trees by myself. Besides, I'm curious to see how your story ends." A sense of relief washed over me. I wasn't alone anymore. We checked our gear, shared a bit of dried meat, and stood side by side, looking into the dense, mysterious forest. The journey ahead was still uncertain, but now it felt a little less daunting. It felt like the beginning of a true adventure. Thank you so much for joining me on this part of Rorik's journey. What mysteries do you think Witherroot Forest holds? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of the adventure. We'll see you in the next one.